Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now Burrow on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down. Black dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, Black. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Black over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Black. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. On 1, right?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go play action with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You definitely won't like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Black. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Now Burrow. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
To throw on 3rd down. Black. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Their match made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Black. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Throwing on first down. Black. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Black. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Ready?
Burrow on play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go with a keeper, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A final shot before break. Black. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the 19.
Back to throw. Black. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dawson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Looking to throw. Black. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd down. Black. He finds his man. Complete. It's Dawson. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Back to throw. Black. And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Not much there. Only a yard. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? 11 MC, ready. 11 MC, ready.
And Burrow going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The fullback comes through with a big play there. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Black. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Black. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First down, here's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Black. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Black drops it off for Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike, 46. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike, 46. Check Mike.
Back to throw. Black sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. I'm scared. Mike, 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Black. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, tight. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up. 60 Bobcat. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Looking to throw. Black. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Badgley able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really where the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Hill one more time. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Browns 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move in. Now on the return, oh, no, the ball is loose, and the Bengals grab it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the